Okay, so I finally picked up a humidifier. I like this one a lot more than my old one. I dropped it a little bit, maybe got it dirty, but it's got a giant reservoir, like almost 4 gallon reservoir, and it takes up almost no floor space. So I quite like that. I'm gonna put it eventually over here somewhere when I get the room cleaned. But first I gotta get my 3 gallons filled, and I gotta get these all ready for transfer, and then I gotta clean the room and move them all back over. So soon. Don't worry about it. I also picked this up because a few comments mentioned that maybe there's like a total dissolved solid issue with the groundwater. Like maybe it's a little bit, salty. So I got this. This has like temperature, pH, water and soil, temperature, pH, total dissolved solids, fertility, and there was one other thing it had. Oh yeah, it's got a lux meter on it. So yeah, but it doesn't come with batteries. So again, that'll be eventually. Oh, we're up to 64. So it is slowly raising despite not having all the fans on, which lets more air escape out the window. I also, because I'm going to be targeting a closer to ideal. It's not ideal. I'm sure this has like, I'm going to use this just to get me a general idea of whether I'm close to ideal or not. That's what I figured this would be good for. It's $40 versus buying 3 or 4 different testers at X amount per each. And I don't have one of them fancy AC setups, AC Infinity with the probe. I ain't got that. I don't have the control system. I'm doing this all myself by hand. So we figure it out as we go. But this will help me target a little bit closer to what it should be, especially with that holding the humidity where it should be, or close to it. I picked up, because of that, I picked up or ordered in 2 new highly aggressive predators, because bugs that grow like on plants, the ideal environment for the insect is the same as the ideal for the plant. You got to keep that in mind, especially if you don't want to go with sprays or like toxic baits and stuff. If you don't want to poison things, you got to get predators. Insects are a part of organic growing. Like the most prevalent one I would have to say is probably fungus gnats. They're the most common, and there's a million different solutions for them. I prefer the predatory route rather than anything else, but I have seen sand work really well. Right now, the ones that are drinking the most, I might as well show you that, is this one back here, this one right here, this one right here, that one, this one, this one. This one did the best in the drought, but it's not really, it doesn't like as much water as the rest. So it, despite getting a 10 out of 10 on the drought, it's going to get like a 6 out of 10 on how much water it drinks. I want to be able to push the plants, so they got to be able to drink a lot. The more one of these plants can drink, the more you can feed them, the more you can push them. And if they're drought tolerance, it just means that they're more stable, they can handle stress better, so on and so forth. So right now, like this one's really promising, right? It's got a little bit of the hook leaves. They came in during the drought though, so that could be why, because less water means higher concentration of nutrient, right? But as I water again, it's gone. So, these new ones don't have it, so I'm not worried. And in fact, we're tiny bit pale. So, take from that what you will. We're still having some show signs of the rose rust. Like that's what that is. Is there another one? Is there? There's a couple over here, you know. There's this right here, look. See, right there. So, we still have that problem. I'm going to have to keep trimming these leaves off as they come in, or as they show the signs of the damage. Can't show you that. There's some fancy stuff going on over here I can't show you. You know, because like it's, I don't know what to make of it, but I like it. I just don't know what to make of it, and I want to show you guys in its own little thing so that, you know, it's actually seen. I don't expect these videos I post on Sunday to get very much views or attention. I don't feel right only posting shorts. So hopefully someday I can learn how to, oh wow, that's dry. Yeah, that's drier than I thought it was. Hopefully someday I can figure out how to do the editing properly, or, you know, get an editor of some kind. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you today. I ordered in some orchid mantises. I don't know if they'll come in or not, but I ordered them. And I also ordered some pot poppers. Basically, you know, anything that's going to be ideal environment, because I also have the grub grenade already in here, and I have the canopy control from the same company already in here. So, you know, I'm just adding more predators and more predators and more predators in hopes that I don't have to turn to the sprays. I'm still willing to spray, but only under the circumstance that I absolutely need to. I cannot recommend spraying anything toxic or poisonous on the plants at all, ever. Unless you're going to lose it and it's your only option to save the plant itself, then I would say it's properly justified. You can't tell what's going on with that plant in that shot anyway, so not too worried about it. When I show you tomorrow, it's going to be these plants up close and personal and a nice inspection on them, and then it'll be these ones on Tuesday likely. So yeah, there's your Sunday video. Thanks for sticking out, hanging out. Enjoy your day. Have a good one, y'all.